wire up your campsite, you will firstly need to gather your materials. These materials include electrical wire, electrical tape, wire strippers, and an electrical outlet. Secondly, choose a location for your electrical outlet. The outlet should be located in a convenient location, but it should also be away from any water sources. Thirdly, run the electrical wire from the electrical panel to the outlet. Be sure to use wire that is the correct gauge for the amperage of the outlet. Fourthly, strip the ends of the electrical wire. You will need to strip about 1/2 inch of insulation from the ends of the wire. Fifthly, connect the electrical wire to the outlet. The black wire should be connected to the brass terminal, the white wire should be connected to the silver terminal, and the green wire should be connected to the green terminal. Sixthly, wrap the electrical tape around the connections. This will help to insulate the connections and prevent them from coming loose. Seventhly, turn on the power to the outlet. You should now be able to use the outlet to power your campsite. When selecting electrical wire, consider the gauge, which indicates the wire's thickness and current carrying capacity. The American wire gauge, often abbreviated as AWG, is the standard system used to denote wire sizes. Smaller gauge numbers indicate thicker wires, which can handle higher amperage loads. For example, a 12.2 AWG wire is commonly used for 20 amp circuits, while a 14.2 AWG wire is typically used for 15 amp circuits. Always refer to the National Electrical Code, NEC, or local electrical codes to determine the appropriate wire gauge for your specific application. Using the correct gauge is crucial for preventing overheating and potential fire hazards. Electrical tape is essential for insulating electrical connections. It provides a protective barrier that prevents shorts and electrical shocks. Choose a high-quality electrical tape that is rated for the voltage and temperature of your application. When wrapping connections, ensure that the tape is applied tightly and overlaps itself to create a secure and waterproof seal. Wire strippers are indispensable tools for removing insulation from electrical wires without damaging the conductors. They come in various types, including manual and automatic models. Select a wire stripper that matches the gauge of the wires you are working with. When stripping insulation, be careful not to nick or cut the wire strands, as this can weaken the wire and increase the risk of breakage. An electrical outlet provides a convenient point of access to electrical power. When selecting an outlet for your campsite, consider its amperage rating and whether it is suitable for outdoor use. Ground fault circuit interrupter (GFCI) outlets are highly recommended for outdoor applications as they provide protection against electrical shocks. GFCI outlets detect ground faults and quickly interrupt the power supply, preventing serious injuries. Consider the location of your electrical outlet carefully. It should be in a convenient location for accessing power, but it should also be protected from the elements and potential hazard. Avoid placing outlets in areas that are prone to flooding or where they could be easily damaged. Ensure that the outlet is securely mounted to a stable surface. When running electrical wire from the electrical panel to the outlet, be sure to follow all applicable electrical codes and safety regulations. Use the correct type of wire for the application and ensure that it is properly supported and protected. Avoid running wires through areas where they could be damaged or exposed to excessive heat or moisture. When connecting the electrical wire to the outlet, pay close attention to the wire and configuration. The black wire, also known as the hot wire, should be connected to the brass terminal. The white wire, also known as the neutral wire, should be connected to the silver terminal. The green wire, or bare copper wire, is the ground wire and should be connected to the green terminal. Ensure that all connections are tight and secure. Before turning on the power to the outlet, double-check all wiring connections and ensure that there are no exposed wires or loose connections. Use a multimeter to verify that the outlet is properly wired and that the voltage is within the acceptable range. Once you are confident that everything is safe, you can turn on the power to the outlet. Always exercise caution when working with electricity, and if you are not comfortable performing any of these steps, consult a qualified electrician. Ground fault circuit interrupter GFCI outlets are designed to protect people from electrical shock by monitoring the current flowing through a circuit. If the GFCI outlet detects a difference between the outgoing and incoming current, which indicates a ground fault, it will quickly trip the circuit, interrupting the flow of electricity. This can prevent serious injuries or even death. GFCI outlets are particularly important in areas where there is a risk of moisture or dampness, such as bathrooms, kitchens, and outdoor locations. The National Electrical Code, NEC, requires GFCI protection in these areas. Wire gauge is a critical factor in electrical wiring. The gauge of a wire determines its current carrying capacity. Using wire that is too small for the amperage of the circuit can cause the wire to overheat and potentially start a fire. The NEC specifies the appropriate wire gauge for different amperage ratings. For example, a 14.2 AWG copper wire is typically used for 15 amp circuits, while a 12.2 AWG copper wire is used for 20 amp circuits. Always consult the NEC or a qualified electrician to determine the correct wire gauge for your specific application. Overloading an electrical outlet can cause the outlet to trip or blow a fuse. Each outlet is designed to handle a specific amount of current, typically 15 or 20 amps. Plugging in too many appliances or devices into a single outlet can exceed its capacity, causing it to overheat and potentially start a fire. To avoid overloading an outlet, distribute the electrical load among multiple outlets or use a power strip with a built-in circuit breaker. Be careful not to damage electrical wire when working with it. Nicks, cuts, or abrasions in the insulation can create a fire hazard. When stripping insulation, use a wire stripper that is the correct size for the wire, and avoid cutting into the conductor. If you accidentally damage the wire, repair it with electrical tape or replace the damaged section. Always turn off the power before working on any electrical wiring. This will prevent electrical shock and ensure your safety. Use a voltage tester to verify that the power is off before touching any wires or terminals. Consider using weatherproof outlets and covers for outdoor applications. These devices are designed to protect against moisture and corrosion, ensuring reliable and safe operation in outdoor environments. Regularly inspect your electrical wiring and outlets for any signs of damage or wear. Look for cracked or broken outlets, frayed wires, or loose connections. If you find any problems, repair them immediately. When working with electricity, always follow safe practices and use appropriate personal protective equipment, PPE, such as safety glasses and rubber gloves. If you are not comfortable performing any electrical work, consult a qualified electrician. The NEC is a comprehensive set of standards for electrical wiring and equipment. It is updated every 3 years to reflect the latest advancements in electrical safety. The NEC covers a wide range of topics, including wiring methods, overcurrent protection, grounding, and equipment installation. Local electrical codes may also apply, so be sure to check with your local authorities. Proper grounding is essential for electrical safety. Grounding provides a path for fault current to flow back to the source, tripping the circuit breaker or fuse and preventing electrical shock. Ensure that all electrical equipment and outlets are properly grounded. Use a ground fault circuit interrupter GFCI tester to verify that GFCI outlets are working correctly. This device simulates a ground fault and verifies that the outlet trips as expected. Regularly test GFCI outlets to ensure that they are providing adequate protection. When running electrical wire outdoors, use underground feeder off cable. UF cable is designed for direct burial and is resistant to moisture and corrosion. Bury UF cable at the depth specified by the NEC or local electrical codes. Protect electrical wire from physical damage by using conduit or other protective measures. Conduit is a rigid or flexible tube that encloses and protects electrical wires. It is available in various materials, including metal and plastic. Choose the appropriate type of conduit for the application and install it according to the manufacturer's instructions. When installing electrical outlets, use outlet boxes to protect the wiring connections. Outlet boxes are available in various sizes and materials. Choose the appropriate type of outlet box for the application and install it according to the NEC or local electrical codes. Use wire connectors to make secure and reliable connections between electrical wires. Wire connectors, such as wire nuts, provide a twist-on connection that is insulated and protected. Choose the appropriate size and type of wire connector for the wires you are connecting. When working with aluminum wire, use connectors that are specifically designed for aluminum. Aluminum wire expands and contracts more than copper wire, so special connectors are needed to prevent loose connections. Use antioxidant paste on aluminum wire connections to prevent corrosion. Antioxidant paste is a conductive compound that helps to prevent oxidation and improve electrical conductivity. When installing electrical equipment outdoors, protect it from the weather by using weatherproof enclosures. Weatherproof enclosures are designed to keep out rain, snow, and other elements, ensuring reliable and safe operation. Regularly inspect electrical equipment for signs of corrosion or damage. If you find any problems, repair them immediately. When working with electricity, always be aware of the potential hazards and take steps to protect yourself. Electrical shock can be fatal. By following safe practices and using appropriate equipment, you can minimize the risks and ensure your safety. Remember that electrical codes and regulations may vary depending on your location. Always check with your local authorities to ensure that you are following the correct requirement. If you have any doubts or questions about electrical wiring, consult a qualified electrician. They can provide expert advice and assistance. Power strips with surge protection can help to protect your electronic devices from power surges. Power surges are sudden spikes in voltage that can damage or destroy sensitive electronic equipment. Surge protectors absorb excess voltage and prevent it from reaching your devices. Use extension cords sparingly and avoid overloading them. Extension cords are intended for temporary use only. Do not use them as permanent wiring. When using extension cords, choose cords that are the correct gauge for the amperage of the devices you are powering. Unplug electrical appliances and devices when you are not using them. This will save energy and reduce the risk of electrical shock. Keep electrical cords away from water and heat sources. Water can conduct electricity and cause electrical shock. Heat can damage electrical cords and create a fire hazard. Never run electrical cords under rugs or carpets. This can trap heat and create a fire hazard. Be careful not to pinch or crimp electrical cords. This can damage the insulation and create a fire hazard. If an electrical cord is damaged, replace it immediately. Do not attempt to repair it. Teach children about electrical safety. Explain the dangers of electricity and how to avoid electrical shock. Supervise children when they are around electrical appliances and devices. Install tamper-resistant outlets in areas where children have access. These outlets have spring-loaded shutters that prevent children from inserting objects into the slots. Consider installing arc fault circuit interrupters or SI in your home. SI are designed to detect arc faults, which are a common cause of electrical fires. SI can trip the circuit and prevent a fire from starting. Regularly inspect your smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors. These devices can save you a life in the event of a fire or carbon monoxide leak. Test your smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors monthly and replace the batteries at least once a year. Keep flammable materials away from electrical equipment. Flammable materials can easily ignite if they come into contact with hot electrical equipment. Store flammable materials in a safe place away from electrical equipment. If you smell gas, evacuate the building immediately and call the gas company. Do not turn on any electrical switches or use any electronic devices, as this could ignite the gas. If you see sparks or flames, call the fire department immediately. Do not attempt to put out the fire yourself. Electrical fires are extremely dangerous and can be fatal. Follow these safety tips and you can help to prevent electrical accidents and keep your campsite safe.